Our next story. Thank you, D, for the purple emoji. Um, Conjure, is that your substitute for the purple umbrella? Okay, all right. So a couple of weeks ago, I told you guys about Apollonia suing Prince's estate because Prince's estate was trying to trademark her name. And Apollonia, who we all know from the Purple Rain movie, she's been performing over, the last few decades using that name, Apollonia, as her stage name, right? So she sued the estate. The estate said, hold on. If my computer would cooperate. Hello. Hold on. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Hold on, guys. Please bear with me. I'm having technical issues and it's taking me a bit of time to resolve them. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. You know what? Hold on. Please be patient, guys. All right. There we go. So, Apollonia sued Paisley Park for attempting to cancel her trademark. So it wasn't even just that, they were trying to trademark the name. They were trying to get her trademark canceled, right? So then she was like, "Well, what's up? Like Prince had no problem with me using the name to, further my career." Now, the people from Paisley Park, which is his estate, they have responded and they said we never told her that she couldn't use the name. What did they say? Oh, come on. Come on. Are you freaking kidding me? Guys, please bear with me. And this is why sometimes paper is better than all of our gadgets and thingamabobs. Okay. Ugh. Can you just go? Okay. So again, Apollonia is, she's using her name to make money. The estate tries to trademark the name Apollonia and then tries to get her trademark canceled. So she sues the estate and says, "What do you think you're doing?" The estate says, we never told Apollonia to stop using her name, and we never said that, we never objected to her using it. What they are saying is that her trademark was already canceled when they tried to trademark it. And they also said that when Apollonia was trademarking her name, it was a very chaotic time in Prince's life. And they don't know if he was in his right mind when he said that Apollonia, could use her own name, which is it's her actual middle name, if she could use it to make money. Does that make sense to y'all? Does that make any sense to y'all? So they're basically saying that Apollonia, who he worked with so many years ago, that when she trademarked her name to go, make money on her own, that Prince, it was stuff going on in Prince's life and he couldn't really, agree to her using the name. What do you think about that? How many of you guys think that Apollonia took advantage of Prince by trying to use her own middle name to make money? He used her real name in the movie. Why do you think the estate is trying to go after the Apollonia name? Does anybody have any ideas in the comments? Why do you think the estate is trying to go after the Apollonia name? I'm gonna tell you why. It's because Prince did not leave a will, and they are still trying to sift through that man's assets. And doing that, the estate is hemorrhaging money. They're running out of money. So they have to find a way to get more revenue. Okay. And I bet you that this is what this is all about. These lawyers, there are several lawyers who have been hired to go through Prince's stuff, and because he refused to take care of his affairs prior to his passing, it costs a lot of money. Think about the amount of years Prince was, touring, all of the assets he acquired, right? They have to find out exactly what did Prince own, how much is it worth, and who does it go to. And all of that costs money, right? So whoever is counting on the estate, who is in charge of Paisley Park? Does because I know that when Prince died, siblings were popping out the woodwork, but we could probably assume that some type of relative is taking care of Prince's estate, and it runs them a pretty penny. But now they're seeing, oh, these legal bills, they are stacking up. We got to find a way to get some money. Let's go back and try and run some trademarks and sell some merch. That's what I think is happening. Does anybody disagree, or do you think that the estate has a right to use the Apollonia name? Let me know your thoughts. Okay. Okay.